everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Saturday and it's April 1st. All right, let's get to who is on our show today. Well, we have Emeritus, which is a Saddleback Emeritus program with Ava Marie Rodriguez Morris. She's an art teacher there, and she's got some great information for us on how we can participate with Emeritus, and you can learn all about what she teaches. And then we have Adapt to It with Leslie Gabola, who has a special guest that's going to show us some zippy and efficient ways to get around. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Well, we are looking at sunshiny skies the next few days. Some high clouds here and there, but today's looking great. 68, 48, 65, 51, and 60, 44. If you are traveling, take a look at these numbers. The local beaches are 62, 49, San Diego 65, 51, Santa Barbara 67, 50, and Palm Springs a nice 80, 55. Tahoe 37, 22, Big Bear 50, 29, Mammoth 41, 19, and Las Vegas 78, 56. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:39, and our sunset will be at 7:11. And wow, take a look at that photo. Alta Ski Area in Utah received 800 inches of snow for their season so far. Unbelievable. And Mammoth just hit their 700-inch mark, which is the most snow recorded ever at Mammoth. And I'm going to be heading out there this weekend, so hopefully I'll come back with some amazing photos to share with all of you. All right, when we come back, we will have the Emeritus program from Saddleback, so stay tuned.
Joint care so exceptional, you'll wish you'd done it sooner. At Memorial Care, we're voted high in patient satisfaction for a reason. Our specialized surgeons and care teams understand the pain you're going through, as well as the best personalized treatment to get you back to what you love sooner. With nationally recognized care, advanced technology like our Precision Mako surgical system, and support that's always by your side. Get ready to go forth with renewed joy. A new movement awaits at Memorial Care Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Did you know that the Laguna Hills Lodge was originally built as a place for relatives or friends to stay when they were visiting? In 1968, Laguna Woods' residents built the first two buildings of the lodge because they wanted a place close by for visitors to stay. Since then, the lodge has become the spare bedroom for the Laguna Woods' residents. The lodge has received the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence 8 years in a row. We invite you to stay in one of our recently remodeled garden rooms and take advantage of a special offer for Laguna Woods' residents, family, and friends.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 45 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit us anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.
Welcome back. Well, we have Ava Marie Rodriguez Morris here on behalf of Emeritus Saddleback College. Well, welcome. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you it's great to be back, for sure.
I know, it's been a while. And I know,
has.
We've spoken to a few people that have taught at Emeritus area for quite some time. And I know that over the or not the holiday, but the COVID, you guys were great about teaching online, which was wonderful.
Yes, it was quite an experience to be told rather that you have 2 weeks to get online. And you're like, what does that mean?
Right.
But it really was a great experience. And I think for my classes, because I teach art history, it actually helped because the students were able to have the image up close and really explore the details of it, which was so nice.
Well, yeah, and then also they didn't have to leave and they could stay in the comfort of their own home. So I think it's really a whole new world for those who were online, huh?
And we didn't have to leave. We could stay at our home for us as instructors.
It was kind of nice. But now you're back in teaching in the classroom.
Yes.
Okay, and you said you teach art history.
I do.
And how long have you been doing that?
Well, I've been at Saddleback College since 2014,
Okay.
and I started with the Emeritus in 2017.
Oh, okay.
And I have to tell you, I love teaching the Emeritus. I don't think I'll go back teaching on campus. But it's been a wonderful experience, and I don't really consider myself teaching, more as sharing.
Okay.
Because our students have such wonderful, diverse experiences. They're very well traveled, and it's wonderful when we can look at a work of art and they'll be like, oh, I saw this. And you know, the experience of seeing art in person
Right.
is so different than seeing it in a picture or in a book or on a big screen.
Right. Now, have you always loved this? Is this what you did in college? And
No, I actually fell into art history.
Oh.
I went back to school late, so I was a single mom with 2 kids going back to college at UCI, and I was taking history classes, and they said, oh, you better find another class because if you don't take 12 units, you're going to lose all your financial aid.
oh heavens.
So I'm like, oh my goodness. They said, oh, you can take any class at UCI. Well, I'm not going to take classes that are going to jeopardize my GPA, so I'm trying
Right.
to find the easiest one. It didn't work, but I found the only class that fit into my schedule,
Okay.
Being a mom, and that was on Greek sanctuaries.
Oh, interesting.
And I thought that it would be an easy class. My dad's a pastor. I've been in sanctuaries my whole life. Greek history, how hard can that be? I'm getting a history degree, right? Oh, exactly. You know.
I think you misinterpreted that
I
one.
sure did. But it really just opened my eyes to the visual and the history and that beautiful marriage of art history.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history. No pun intended.
No pun intended. Well, let's talk a little bit about Emeritus and, you know, what are some of your common goals?
Well, we have our 4 pillars, as you see behind you, to be academically rigorous, mentally stimulating, socially engaging, and health improving.
Right.
And we use that as a foundation for all our Emeritus classes. And that's what really elevates the Emeritus program from the community center type program, especially that academic rigorous.
Yes.
I know for my classes, I have students read peer review articles that you would find in a graduate program and such.
Okay, so you know, obviously, like you mentioned, the people that are going to the Emeritus classes, they're wanting to learn.
Yes.
They want to know more. Where, you know, sometimes maybe regular students are, you know, we know we're there because we have to get an associate degree or go on to a
Absolutely.
4-year college or whatever. They may not have as much thirst.
And that, I think that is the difference, is teaching students that have truly no motivation to come to class except they love to learn.
Yeah.
You know, these are lifelong learners, and
Exactly.
it does make a huge difference.
Probably all the way around, obviously for you and for the student, because you love the fact that they love what they're doing.
Exactly, and I love what I teach.
Yeah, and
Big
you love what
difference.
you teach. Exactly.
Big difference.
Exactly. Now you
yes.
do art history, but there's lots of different classes that are taught here in Laguna Woods.
There are. There in Laguna Woods, you have a lot of different art classes, as you can see in, again, the slide behind you. We have photography,
Yep.
film as literature, health classes, as you can see, with the posture and flex. I mean, and then more to come as we are still continuing to open up and offer more classes in person.
Right, right. How old do you have to be to participate in the Emeritus classes?
Well, technically, you have to be over the age of 18 and in California.
Oh, all right.
That's like the overall rule.
Okay.
So really, everyone is welcome
Oh, okay.
to the Emeritus classes,
Okay.
which
And
is wonderful.
They're free of charge?
They are free of charge.
Wow.
And some of our, well, I would say most of all of our instructors are highly qualified, and so you're getting a lot of bang for no money.
Well, right,
Yes.
right. So then, just to kind of understand the way that it works. So many of the teachers are teachers. They are certainly certified teachers, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, and then does fundraising help pay for Emeritus?
No, this is all through the state.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, so that's why it's even more of a benefit, and also why anyone in the state of California technically can take an emeritus class.
I see. Only in California.
Yeah, only in California.
I think they need
though.
emeritus in other states.
Yes.
You know? Maybe they do at some places.
Well,
something similar.
Well, our program is one of the flagship programs,
Got it.
in the country. We service over 10,000 students overall.
Okay.
And so we offer a lot of different classes.
Oh, yeah.
So which is fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk a little about some of the things that you do. You teach art history, and so you have something called, what is an eye workout?
I love it. An eye workout is a lot easier than a full physical workout, yeah. But one just as beneficial. So in my classes, we use, or I teach a language, and it's the language of art, which is really about the formal elements. So when I say formal elements, I mean like color, line, shape, light, balance, so that when the students look at a work of art, they're able to articulate what they see using these formal elements.
Okay.
And so that's just a small example of some of the works of art that we've had these eye workouts, because it is all about your eye.
Right.
And it can be a very engaging conversation. So we've had discussions on paintings for over an hour. And I finally have to say, we have to move on.
Yeah.
Love all your comments, but see, that's great.
Yeah.
And because one thing I love about art history, and then especially this exercise or this activity, is that art is whatever it is to you. There's no right answer and there's no wrong answer. And I was taught that at UCI, and I love that, because as long as you can support what you see, it's what you see.
Right.
And so I'm not going to say it's wrong, because it's what you see.
Right.
An example was a painting that I've studied over 10 years. One painting I've studied over 10 years. I use it in every one of my classes. All my students know it's coming. And I actually learned something brand new from one of the students last week.
Okay.
That's what I love about art. It's so great.
Now you do a series, like a distinguished guest lecture series.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about how that works. It's a Zoom class.
It is a Zoom, and this is an emeritus tradition.
Okay.
It's the Dorothy Marie Lowry Distinguished Guest Lecture Series.
All right.
That's a long title. And so we have this. Actually, this is my first year being the moderator of the class, and we have had speakers from New York. We're going to have speakers from Canada, South Carolina.
Okay.
The Getty will be joining us as well. Just from all over the world. We're having on St. Patrick's Day the Department Chair of Irish Studies from Boston College.
Isn't that interesting?
So looking forward to him, and he's doing the harp as an iconic symbol. So that'll be lots of fun.
Now, do you need to be a student to be able to access this Zoom?
You do.
Okay.
So on the previous slide, it did have the registration number, the ticket number that you can join, and there's the website as well for people who may be interested.
Great.
And we have a new subject every week is different.
Okay. All right, great. Now let's talk about one last thing here.
Sure.
The adoration of the mystic lamb. Now, why is this important to you?
Well, this is just another example of what I do in my classes, and also an example of how being online has been so beneficial for the student, but also the use of technology. So this is from the Ghent altarpiece. It's considered one of the most stolen works of art. And it was by the Van Eyck brothers, completed in 1432. Through a grant with the Getty Conservation Institute, they actually began to restore this. And by restoring this, then they were able to digitize it. And so if you go, so this is typically what we see in class.
Right.
So here we have Jesus, and he's wearing a papal crown. Very rare to see him in that way and such.
That's true.
But the use of technology allows us to get this close, and if you can go to the next one, you'll see how wonderful this looks. So that's where we're going to go now.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, look at that.
And look at that.
Oh, that's interesting how they've done that for you now.
Well, it sends chills because you can see the mastery of the Van Eyck brothers.
Right.
Jan Van Eyck mainly, because if you look at the shadowing within that jewel.
Right.
And the attention to with the light on the pearls.
Yeah.
And so to see something up that close, it's just mind-blowing. And it's wonderful to see that detail because it just correlates. And in some of them, you actually see reflections of the background of the artist.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is just amazing. Well, you have an incredible enthusiasm for what you do. And I think that taking your class would be very fun. So I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And if you want more information about any of the emeritus classes, you can always go to the website, or you can send them an email at scemeritus@saddleback.edu or call 949-582-4835. We'll be right back.
Dr. Vyas and the OCI Care staff believe in one-on-one care and the patient-physician relationship.
OCI Care was absolutely the most wonderful place I've ever been to as far as being taken care of.
The staff was very friendly and I felt very welcomed and relaxed.
How did I feel about Dr. Vyas? The man is very gentle, he is very caring, and totally involved with detail.
Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care from USC Dental School and has been serving the Laguna Woods community for over 16 years. At Laguna Woods Dental, our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer a convenient plan for $250 a year that includes exam, x-rays, and all types of cleanings are covered. Our office is located right outside of gate number 3. Come book your appointment today.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Welcome back. Well, as you can see, we have Leslie here from Adapt to It, and we have Jay, who is here on behalf of Comfy Go Mobility, and this is one of our chairs. So, Leslie, tell me a little bit about why this is so important to have these kinds of chairs.
Okay, so these chairs are amazing, and you'll see in a minute one reason why. But this particular chair, I'll let Jay go into it, but they allow people to have their mobility. So if you're having difficulty walking, if you've had a lot of falls, if it's just not safe to be on your feet, that type of thing, or you need to go somewhere where you need to walk a lot, but you can't. Okay. These chairs will replace that. And
so just instead of a regular, hand moving,
That's right.
they would choose something like this. Now this looks pretty fancy and certainly comfortable. What are some of the highlights of this?
The highlight of this is a lightweight travel chair. Believe it or not, this will fit into your car. You break it down into a couple pieces. Okay. It's meant to get you out of your house, out and about, and travel. Go see things maybe you haven't seen because you're restricted to a manual wheelchair. Okay. You are in full control of this with a power function. You have a joystick, and you can drive it yourself without a caregiver doing it for you, if you wanted to.
Yes.
We also offer this in a remote control version, so if a caregiver does need to be involved, they can drive with a remote control. And it functions fully from a distance if need be, or the person driving it can do it themselves.
I think we have something over there.
Well, we do, and here it comes. Look at that. Dang, that thing's speedy. Whoop. Look at that.
And runs right over you. It backs up. Turns on a dime. You could get stuck in an elevator, but it'll rotate.
Wow, look at that.
Into.
Oh, so he has a little joystick right here.
It's a remote control.
Oh,
and that's
isn't that amazing?
Feature to these chairs.
And so the beauty of these, there's some of the other functionality other than just driving. You can recline in them. This particular model, if you have circulation issues in your legs, the legs can lift automatically.
Should we turn it on?
Yep, let's turn it on.
It has everything on.
Turn this one off.
And we'll show you what it does.
Oh boy. See, I guess this would certainly replace a regular wheelchair, but then also doesn't it somewhat replace the need for a scooter?
Yes.
It serves as both?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And the ability to sit on this comfortably with your arms versus a scooter that might be imbalanced if you make a left turn or right turn wrong. This is completely stable.
Okay.
And it's built for inside the house and outside the house. You can go on grass, on dirt. Be careful of mud and sand. It's not a four-wheel drive.
Well, and you also have some electronics involved too.
Yes,
so
electronics.
Sand might not be such a good idea.
You get stuck at Dana Point.
Yeah, oh my goodness. So when we look at these kinds of chairs, they seem very fancy and quite a bit more than what you normally would be getting from the state or from what Medicare would provide.
Right.
Now, so when someone was looking at something like this, what would they expect to pay?
Probably under $3,000.
Okay.
So they are affordable, and that's the nice part about them.
Okay.
They've kind of got the whole package going for them. They're very affordable. They're portable. You can travel with them. They go in a car, plane, train, bus, anywhere.
Right.
So anywhere you can go, they can go with you.
Okay. All right.
And it's customizable. You don't just have to do black on black. We've got different color frames, color textiles, different colors here as well. We've got ones that don't recline or just bare bones that are under the $2,000 range.
Okay, so there are choices.
There are choices.
Okay, great. Now, Jay, tell me a little bit about Comfy Go.
Comfy Go's been around for about 5 years. Really, we've been an online presence. Recently, though, we've branched out to the local resellers like Adapt to It and said, we would much rather you, because you know your community better than I do, let's get this into the community because it's needed.
Yeah.
People are stuck with Medicare chairs that are 400 or 500 pounds and they need a pit crew to go with them and do something, so they'd rather not do it.
Right.
You don't need that with this. Let's get this in the community where they can get their independence back, their freedom. They can go to a park and enjoy themselves with go watch your grandkids play baseball and sit back in the chair and relax. Go to an Angel game.
Oh, I know. You
and
can
sit
do
back
that.
and relax. You get prime real estate.
Well, and you can get from where you have to park to your seat in a probably a much speedier way than me walking.
Speedier and distance-wise on a charge. Keep in mind these are lithium-ion batteries, kind of like what's in your cell phone.
Okay.
On a charge, you get about 13 to 19 miles on a charge.
Oh, that's great.
Based on your weight and what kind of terrain you're going over.
So what do you have these in the store now?
We do.
Okay.
We do. Yes.
And have you had feedback yet?
Oh, people love them. We've gotten hugs. People come back in. I can go anywhere I want.
We're going to start seeing them cruising around here on the sidewalks.
It changes lives. We get tears and the whole, you've changed my life. And that's the whole point. We make life easier for you with these chairs.
All right. Well, that's fantastic that you actually have them in your store
We
now.
do.
And what if you were going to say anything in particular to our residents about these chairs, what would you say?
Get up and go. Come in and we'll get you out.
Try them out.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sit in it, you'll love it.
And for you, I mean, obviously you love what you're selling.
We're passionate about this.
And you see what people are benefiting.
Benefit from, and even parents with children. The children can use this.
That's right, you could.
The parent can drive with the remote where the child doesn't have to
Yeah.
drive, and they can drive. They can walk with their child instead of behind.
That's a quick question. Weight, like how much weight do they carry?
Well, I can fit in these, but up to 350.
Up to 350.
Yeah.
Do they come a little wider
That's
if
exactly
needed?
right. So one of the upgrades is a 20-inch seat or a 17.5-inch seat, just based on what kind of space you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you both coming in and
Thank you.
bringing
Thank
these
you for having us.
samples. This is just very technologically advanced. I feel like robots are on their way, right? I mean, haven't we already figured that out? Okay, well, thank you, Jay. It was very nice to meet you. And we're going to check that out some more. So, of course, if you want more information, you can always go to Adapt to It, which is right down the street here. Of course, you could always go to adapttoit.com and preview the things that they do have in the store, and then go on in and check it out. We'll be right back.
The Salvation Army Orange County is committed to building hope in people's lives rather than just more shelters. The Center of Hope, a comprehensive homeless care solution, combines a 325-bed emergency shelter, 72 permanent supportive housing apartments, on-site medical, dental, vision, and mental health care, and an award-winning drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. Donate today to transform lives, create safer neighborhoods, and provide an opportunity to end chronic homelessness in Orange County.
At Genesis of Laguna Niguel, we care about every customer and treat you like family. So think of us kind of like a good grandson. We take our time to go over all your new Genesis's technology features, step by step, all in the comfort of our showroom while enjoying complimentary refreshments. Or if you prefer, we can deliver your new Hyundai and cover everything in person. It's that easy. For a simply better buying and ownership experience, visit Genesis of Laguna Niguel.
Whether you're tech challenged, use tech daily, or a tech geek like me, my show Let's Talk Tech has something for everyone. I'm Debbie Dotson, the host, and each month I bring a variety of information about the world of technology. My content is delivered in a basic way to help all my viewers, no matter what their skill level is, with technology. Watch us on Village Television or subscribe to the Village TV YouTube channel where you'll never miss an episode of Let's Talk Tech.
Welcome back. Our movie for today is called Father Stew, and that is starring Michael Wahlberg. And it's basically about a guy whose injury ends his amateur boxing career, and he moves to Los Angeles to find money and fame, but instead finds something different. You can see that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, brought to you by Pacific Financial Planners. And today, there is a lot of activity going on. The Casino Royale is today, and that is going to be this evening, and it's at 5 o'clock at Clubhouse 1. Now, if you would like to go, they would like you to please RSVP, so you would call 949-380-0155, and you can get $30. You pay $30, you get $200 worth of chips for their fun time playing poker, and it is a fundraiser for the Florence Sylvester Senior Center. Then also today is the Village Bazaar, and that is happening from 10 to 2, and you can check that out at Clubhouse 5's parking lot. And then just to let you know that the Easter buffet has been sold out. However, you can go to the Egg-stravaganza at the Equestrian Center. They're gonna have egg hunts, petting zoo, bounce houses, and more. That is next Saturday, April 8th from 9 to 11. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking at beautiful skies today and tomorrow and the next couple of days. We are looking at temperatures in the 60s today. We're looking at 68, 48, 65, 51, and 60, 44. And if you are traveling, take a look at these numbers. The beaches are all in the 60s, 62, 65, 67, Palm Springs 80, Tahoe 37, Big Bear 50, Mammoth 41, and Las Vegas 78. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll be back here again on Monday at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.
Today's retirement is different. It's time to write new chapters in our life stories. To hit the open road in search of new horizons and fresh faces. Grand adventures or simple pleasures. It's not the final chapter in the book of life, but rather a new beginning, a second act.